In 2021, my clients sold their 3-bedder executive condo in District 19. At that point of time, they made around $280,000. But here's the interesting part. If they held on to the EC until today, its value would have increased by roughly another $650,000. So, did they make a mistake selling? Well, the freehold condo that they upgraded to in District 15 has since appreciated by around $1.1 million. Wow. And honestly, this story perfectly captures 3 very important property lessons. Number 1, understanding your family needs. 2, why timing the market is almost impossible. And 3, why taking action often matters more than chasing the absolute highest price. Hi everyone, I'm Janice, and on this channel I share real Singapore property case studies, market insights, and honest breakdowns to help you make smarter property decisions. And this is one of my favorite real-life stories because it's not just about profit, it's about priorities. So back in December 2021, my clients owned a 3-bedroom executive condo in District 19. It was around 1,033 square feet, a comfortable size for a young family. At a point of time, many people were already saying that the market will continue rising. And honestly, they weren't wrong. But my clients weren't upgrading because they wanted to chase the next hottest investment. Their priorities were changing. They wanted to be closer to their parents for childcare support, to plan ahead for primary school registration, and to create a longer-term home for their growing family. So instead of waiting for the perfect market timing, they decided to make a move that fits their life stage. They eventually upgraded into a much larger freehold 3-bedroom condo in District 15, about 1,550 square feet. And this is important. A lot of people only compare profits on paper, but what they don't factor in is quality of life, support systems, time savings, stress reduction, and family planning. Being near grandparents for childcare support can generally change a family's daily life, especially in Singapore. And for many buyers today, District 15 remains extremely desirable because of its lifestyle appeal, schools, connectivity, and long-term demand. Now let's talk about the numbers because this is where things get really interesting. Their District 19 EC has since appreciated by approximately $650,000 from the point of time that they sold. And honestly, this is why many people might feel regret after selling, because hindsight always makes timing look obvious. But here's the part that most people completely overlook. The freehold District 15 condo that they upgraded into appreciated by roughly $1.1 million over the same time period, meaning that the upgraded property actually moved up in value much faster than the EC that they sold. And this is very important. When they bought their freehold 3-bedroom in District 15 back in March 2022, the purchase price was under $3.1 million. Today, a similar unit in the same development will likely transact at around $4.1 million range. This is an increase of more than $1 million in quantum. So yes, if they had waited longer, they may have made more from the EC sale. But the property that they actually wanted would have become dramatically more expensive as well. And this is something that many buyers underestimate. A jump from $3.1 million to $4.15 million completely changes affordability. We're talking about significantly higher down payment requirements, much larger monthly repayments, higher stamp duties, and stricter loan servicing calculations. Even for financially comfortable families, the extra $1 million in purchase price changes the entire upgrading equation. So, if they have waited to maximize the last dollar from their EC, there's a very real possibility that they could have been priced out of the District 15 market that they actually wanted to enter. And honestly, this reflects what we have seen across the broader market from 2021 to 2026. District 19 performed extremely well as a popular OCR upgrader region with strong suburban demand. But District 15, especially freehold family-sized homes, saw even stronger price growth due to limited supply, lifestyle appeal, school demand, and sustained upgrader interest. So while both markets appreciated, the gap between them widened over time. And this is why property planning should never happen in isolation. This is the part that many people overlook when discussing property. Property decisions are not purely mathematical. They are lifestyle decisions. At a point of time, my clients needed more space, family support, and a home that matched the next stage of life. And because they acted based on their actual needs instead of trying to perfectly optimize the market, they moved forward earlier. Sometimes the biggest cause is not making the wrong move, it's staying stuck waiting for certainty. Now, could it have held the easy for longer? Sure, but nobody in 2021 knew exactly how the next few years would unfold. Interest rates change, cooling measures change, market sentiment change, and this is something that I constantly remind clients. The perfect market timing usually only becomes obvious in hindsight. So in real life, buyers make decisions based on the information, finances, and family priorities that they have at that point of time. I think the biggest takeaway from this story is this. We spend so much time trying to maximize every last dollar that sometimes we forget the power of simply being in the market. Because while they didn't capture the entire upside of their EC, they also successfully locked in a District 15 property before prices moved significantly higher. And that only happened because they took action. Many buyers spend years waiting for prices to drop, waiting for rates to fall, waiting for certainty, waiting for the best time. But in property, time in the market often matters more than perfectly timing the market. So, was selling the EC in 2021 the perfect decision? Maybe not on paper, but for their family, lifestyle, and long-term goals, I genuinely think that it was the right one. Because property success isn't just about achieving the maximum possible profit. It's about creating a life that works for you while still building wealth along the way. And sometimes waiting longer makes one richer on paper but poorer in opportunity. If you're currently deciding whether to upgrade, hold, or reposition your property portfolio, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help you think through both the numbers and the bigger picture. And subscribe if you enjoy real Singapore property case studies and honest market conversations like this. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye!